What's up guys, Judo Sloth here and welcome to the second day of Clashmas. If you log into your game right now, these gifts are already live. You can use these right now. The first day of Clashmas we got the Santa surprise spell. I know you're all eagerly awaiting to see what the second gift is, so let's dive straight into it. These will be for a limited time. This Christmas Clash of Clans event ends January 5th. But we are getting for the second day a brand new trap, and it is called the freeze trap. Pretty cool, right? I mean, you can guess what it does. The description of it reads, stops attackers in their tracks. Now that's cold. Only usable for a limited time. So as I've said guys, that is January the 5th. What we'll do is buy the freeze trap, tell you guys a little bit about it, how it works, but then we're going to try and see how many troops we can freeze with one trap. Can we freeze an entire army? You'll have to wait and see. We'll also do a ground attack and an air attack using the freeze trap within the base to see how effective it is. I've placed it right next to the core, just tucking in behind that wizard tower because it acts exactly the same as a freeze spell you would use on attack, but only on defense. So I'm trying to utilize the time whilst the troops are frozen for my high damage defenses to do work. So you can see it only has a 2-tile trigger radius, so you have to be pretty much on top of it to set off the spell, and then it will spread outwards. So let's take a minute just to show you how it works and describe it to you. In a nutshell, as soon as the attacker's troops walk into that 2-tile trigger radius of the freeze spell, it will pop up, spread outwards, and freeze them dead in their tracks. Once the freeze trap is in place, other troops can walk or fly over the top of it without being affected. Although it only has the 2-tile trigger radius, it spreads out to affect a lot more troops. Every single troop in the game will be affected by the freeze trap. You can see just using a variety here, wizard, Valkyrie, minions, it doesn't matter, they all get affected. The heroes can also be frozen, but you can use their special abilities to then push the barbarians and archers forward. If you were planning on using the Grand Warden's ability to counteract the freeze trap, it does not work. Now we move on to the freeze trap challenge. Can we freeze an entire army with one freeze trap? Well, you can see quite easily it can be done, but that's not good enough. We need the heroes frozen as well. Every single troop within an army, 275 troop capacity, which includes the clan castle and the heroes. Let's see if we can do it. Not quite that time, just not quick enough with my fingers. The Grand Warden this time sneaks out the other side of the freeze trap, but we did get most of them frozen that time. I'm pretty sure we can do this, guys. Let's stick at it. A couple of peckers stray off to the side that time, trying to use a multiple finger drop, but it's causing the troops to go out the other side. Just the Grand Warden again. I think if we had different troops we could easily do this. Maybe all golems. Let's give it a shot. Yes, they're very slow. Every single one of them done. Mission accomplished. But let's move back to that pecker army because I am determined. Let's get this challenge completed. Trying a different deployment order there, just not working out. It's pretty much the single finger drop which is working best for me, just missing out on them final heroes. Going back to the 2-finger drop, you'll see it attracts the peckers in different orders, so the single drop is the best way to do it. All of them in. Oh, the healer at the back didn't get into the spell. Very close that time, guys. We're getting very, very close. I think we can do it. There we have it. The entire army, 275 troops, and the heroes all frozen, one trap. That is the power of the new freeze trap. So let's get into an actual base so you can see how the freeze trap works with an air attack and a ground attack within a real raid. So we're using the Santa surprise spell to take out this air defense on the right hand side. Honestly, I would just stick with the lightning spells because it can be very, very unpredictable, but you can use 2 Santa surprise spells to take out the air defense and often not even need the earthquake. So you know that our freeze trap is over behind the wizard tower there. Going to make sure to attack with my dragons from that side so that you can see it in action, but we're starting out on the right hand side where we've taken out the air defense with some baby dragons. Now I was mainly focused towards that archer tower. That was the only thing doing real damage to the baby dragons. Once that's down, you can see the one on the right here will move to the wizard tower and take that down, and then I can deploy another one down on the cannon. That will make the funnel on this right hand side more than adequate, and then I can use my heroes over on the left in order to work the funnel on that side. That will then mean that my main army, the dragons, can come in through the southwest side towards that freeze trap so that you can see it in action and work towards the core of the base. So using the king's ability quite early here, just so he has plenty of time with that enraged bonus, powering through the wall towards that elixir storage and archer tower. The queen is obviously helping him out. The queen is actually doing an amazing job in helping to set up this funnel. She's actually taken out a lot of them defenses that are a little bit deeper into the base. Notice how she walks into this little gap. She actually gets the mortar, the gold storage, and then the bomb tower, walking around to the wizard tower really to top it off. The expo is on her very heavily, but she gets that wizard tower, so amazing setting up of the funnel by the queen. We can then deploy our main army down in the southwest here, so a lava hound first towards the air defense just to tank, followed by all the dragons. Such a noob mistake, but I have my grand warden set on ground, so getting taken out by the cannons quite quickly, having to use the ability early on. You can see there is the freeze trap. It actually only gets one dragon, so all of the others are free to keep attacking. Very close, a few of them were just on the edge of the freeze trap, but it doesn't matter. They're getting hung up on the hog riders, but then they move forward. I have the rage spell as well, powering them into the core of the base. We've got a lot of dragons here. Queen is in the way, but they're getting onto the town hall. They're getting some damage. Eagle artillery locking onto them. Can we get that 2-star? We've already got the 50%. It's looking very likely. We still have a lot of dragons in there. They're just about taking the town hall down. We have the 2-star attack. The freeze trap didn't do a lot in that raid. Definitely helped. It's better than nothing. I mean, it froze a dragon there for us, but I guess it depends on how surgical of an attack that you're trying to defend. So let's move on to a ground attack. Gonna hit this with all bowlers. Really just hit them in. Quite a spam attack. Couple on the right hand side to start working the funnel. Couple on the left, bringing all of the others through to that southwest side just so you can see the freeze trap in action. Using a jump spell initially to get over this wall and a rage spell to power them forward. Another jump spell will try and give them access to the core. You can see that area where the freeze trap is. Nothing going in. There's the bowlers walking towards it. Frozen boulders getting thrown across the map, but the bowlers there were frozen whilst the Inferno Tower was locked onto them, and you'll see they're not going to do too much more after that. Managed to get the gold storage down, but the freeze trap froze them just about long enough for that Inferno Tower to do some work, and it's looking very unlikely for the 2-star. The queen is onto the town hall, but the skeleton traps are in the way. We're not going to get it, so that raid showed you a little bit more of how effective the new freeze trap can be in Clash of Clans. That wraps it up for this video, guys. Make sure to let me know in the comments below how you're planning to use the freeze trap, and comment me with the hashtag freeze trap challenge if you made it to the end of this video. I've been your host, Judo Sloth. Make sure to subscribe for more Clash of Clans, and until next time, peace out, guys. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.